Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on the secret that powers the smartest AI systems out there. It's a technology that is completely changing the game, from the way you search for things to the chatbots your company uses every day. We're talking about something called Retrieval-Augmented Generation, or just RAG for short. You can think of it as the secret sauce that makes AI more reliable, way more accurate, and actually useful in the real world. So, what exactly is this thing, and why should you care? I mean, we all know what large language models can do, right? They're incredible. They can whip up an email, write lines of code, even bang out a poem if you ask it to. And they can reason. I mean, really reason. They can break down complicated ideas and walk you through the logic. But there is a huge catch. See, a model only knows what it learned during its training. It's kind of like a brilliant person who read a specific set of books and then just stopped. That creates a massive, massive vulnerability. And this leads to the huge risk of what we call hallucinations. It's a fancy term for when an AI doesn't know the answer, so it just makes one up. And the crazy part is, it says it with complete confidence. For a business or any critical application, that's not just a bug, that's a potential disaster. And all of this really boils down to this one core issue: the AI's knowledge gap. When you rely only on what the model remembers from its training, you run into some very specific and very serious problems. So let's just lay them out. First, as we said, they hallucinate. Second, they're completely walled off from the latest news or, more importantly, your company's private documents. And third, trying to update their knowledge is just ridiculously slow, super expensive, and honestly, pretty impractical. So, how in the world do we fix this? Well, the answer is a brilliant shift in thinking called RAG. The best way to think about it is, instead of trying to cram more and more facts into the AI's brain, what if we just gave it a library card and taught it how to look things up? So yeah, RAG stands for Retrieval-Augmented Generation. Instead of the AI just trying to answer from its static, internal memory, a RAG system does something smarter. It first retrieves relevant, up-to-date info from an outside source, and then it uses the language model to generate an answer based on that fresh data. It literally grounds the AI in facts. You know, what I love about this idea is just how intuitive it is. You and I, we don't walk around with everything memorized, right? We use search engines, we check our notes, we look things up in books. RAG simply gives that exact same incredibly powerful ability to an AI. It's a total game changer. All right, so this whole AI library concept sounds great, but how does it actually work under the hood? Let's go ahead and look inside the RAG engine and break this thing down step by step. The whole thing is basically a 5-step pipeline. First up is ingestion, where you just collect your data and break it into chunks. Then embedding, which turns text into math. After that is retrieval, where the system finds the relevant pieces. Then augmentation, which adds that info to your question. And finally, generation, where the model gives you an answer. Let's just zoom in on 2 of those steps, because they are absolutely critical. Okay, step 2, embedding. This is where the magic really happens. It's a process that converts text into these numerical representations. We call them vectors, so that similar concepts end up mathematically close to each other. This lets the system search for meaning, not just keywords. It's the difference between searching for the word car and getting results that also talk about automobiles or vehicles. It understands the idea. And this right here, this is the whole point. In step 4, the system literally hands the evidence to the model. The user's prompt gets augmented. It gets beefed up with the facts the system just found. And the model is given a very clear instruction. Don't just answer this question. Answer it using only these facts I'm giving you. Suddenly, the model isn't guessing from memory. It's reasoning from evidence. So, okay, we get the mechanics, but what does this all mean in the real world? Why has this one architectural idea become so fundamental for, well, pretty much everyone building serious AI? To really get the impact, you have to see it next to the alternative, which is fine-tuning. Think of fine-tuning as literally performing brain surgery on the AI to bake new knowledge into its core. It's powerful, but it's static, it's slow, and it's incredibly expensive to keep updated. RAG is completely different. It's dynamic. It doesn't change the model. It just gives it the right book to read at the right time. That makes it way more flexible and way more cost-effective.
And because it's so flexible, you are seeing RAG everywhere that accuracy is absolutely critical. We're talking internal company chatbots that can search through all your documents, sophisticated customer support systems, and even high-stakes tools for legal and medical analysis that need to be able to cite their sources.
For businesses, the benefits here are just crystal clear. First, traceability. You can see exactly which document an answer came from, which is huge for auditing and for building trust. Second, the information is always up to date. You just update your knowledge base, you don't have to do a costly retraining. And maybe the biggest one of all, data security. RAG lets companies use their own private, sensitive data with full control over who or what can access it. Now look, it's not a silver bullet, of course not. While you get this incredible accuracy and freshness, RAG systems are definitely more complex to build. That extra lookup step can add a little bit of a delay, what we call latency, and here's the most important thing to remember. The entire system is only as good as its retrieval. If it pulls the wrong documents, your answer's going to be wrong. It's that classic problem of garbage in, garbage out. But when you pull it all together, RAG directly attacks the biggest things holding AI back from being used in serious production systems. It dramatically cuts down on hallucinations, it keeps the AI's knowledge current, and it unlocks the use of private data. These aren't just minor fixes, these are solutions to the hardest problems in the field. And that right there is the key thing I want you to take away from this. Understanding RAG is not some advanced, nerdy topic anymore. It's now a fundamental, core concept for anyone building, buying, or even just using serious AI tools. This is the architecture that gives us the grounding, the control, and the reliability we need for AI to finally move from being a cool demo to an indispensable tool. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. For the first time, really, RAG gives us a way to make an AI show its work, to cite its sources. We're moving from a world of blind faith in a black box to a world of verifiable facts. So the question is, how will that ability to demand proof fundamentally change our relationship with and our trust in intelligent technology?